Okay, thank you for taking part in our focus group. I'm going to need you to watch this first and then I'll ask you a few questions.
Okay.
Alright, sweet. Okay, so the first question is, what's your age?
33.
33, okay, that's cool. Do you use Calvin Klein?
No.
No, okay. Do you like anything about Calvin Klein? The adverts? No? Nothing? Okay. So you wouldn't want to buy these products based on these adverts?
No.
Okay. Why not?
The advert's quite pretentious. It
Pretentious.
doesn't really say anything about the product. It seemed a little bit... I felt it debased me as a consumer by attempting to appeal to my want to get laid. But actually, I just felt insulted by it.
Alright, thank you.
What did you like about the advert?
I guess the girl was quite pretty.
What did you find memorable from the advert?
The words that they were saying meant absolutely nothing whatsoever. The analogy of it.
Would you buy the product based on the advert?
No, definitely not.
How do you think the advert tries to persuade the audience to buy the product?
It tries to say, I suppose, without directly saying it, that if you use Calvin Klein, you'll probably get laid.
What feeling do you associate with this advert?
Free page. Pity.
What was the maximum you would pay for the product shown in the advert?
I wouldn't, and I probably wouldn't use it if someone bought it for me for Christmas.
Okay.
Spencer, what do you think about?
What to add to probably just that it was more sort of trying to go on senses than actually sort of direct information on the product. So it was just hoping to sort of almost subconsciously hit you, and then hope it would just bulldoze you into.
What's the one thing that each of you remembers from that advert? Whether it's something you've seen, something you've heard. If you could sum it up, one thing that you remember.
The fact that it was really sort of ambient sound noise, and it was just like front was like waves, and then really hushed voices. It was all sort of like whispering thing in your ear,
Yeah.
you know, like it was trying to be intimate toward you almost.
Yeah, I just remember the waves, I guess, is the most terrible thing for me.
Thank you.
The thought of water.
And just out of interest, have you ever seen the Lynx adverts?
Yes.
Yes.
And what do you remember about the Lynx adverts?
They also use sexploitation to sell them.
But I think those appeal to me more because at least they were funny.
Yeah, that's true. They are funny. They're less pretentious.
So is that more or less likely to make you buy the product?
It's equally
More, I
less
suppose.
likely.
I think more for me
Yeah.
because it doesn't.
I suppose
It's not-
actually, when I was younger, actually, I was much more susceptible to it. So when I was a teenager, then yeah, I was more inclined to pay for it.
So you think Lynx adverts are better suited to their target audience?
Yeah, Lynx Thinks is clearly targeted at the younger male, and I think they'd be quite successful.
So given that Calvin Klein's targeted at the older audience, but it hasn't worked on you guys, what do you think would be the best advertising advertising strategy for them to sell to you?
I think what it just says about me is that I'm childish. I think that's what it says about me.
I don't know. It would have to. For me personally, I'm not really a fan of many perfume adverts. I don't know if there is a key formula that would appeal to me in terms of making me buy it. As they all seem very formulaic in terms of how they go about doing it, and very pretentious, and none of it really hits any kind of chords with me.
That night links just reminds me of being in school.
Yeah, being in school, spraying it on yourself to
Yeah, just having kids just dousing it in the changing rooms, smelling like Lynx Africa.
Yeah.
So Tim, you would need to see something very different, an advert in a very different kind of style before it grabbed your attention.
Yes, yeah.
What about you, Spencer? For it to be successful to sell to you, what would it need to have in it, or what kind of style?
I think for me, the Lynx ones are closer to selling towards me, just because I find them fun. So I think, for me anyway, humour is a lot more, relatable. At least when I see something funny, I can sort of laugh at it and enjoy it, and then feel like that's what it's supposed to do, as opposed to that one I was sort of snickering at it.
So,
But
what kind of man do you think, or what age man do you think would be most attracted by this kind of advert that we just showed you?
maybe a Just for Men guy.
Yeah, either like
Slightly greying.
the older guy who wants to reclaim the glory of his youth, or maybe the slightly older teen that is looking up to being, I suppose, mid-20s and
Because the
successful.
Calvin Klein guys are usually really young, long hair, ridiculously good looking. Unless that's appealing to, they're trying to appeal to like a midlife crisis or something.
So what would you put the age range at, ideally, for this advert?
George Clooney.
Yeah.
So that's what?
Actually, saying that because wasn't the Hugo Boss advert was like Bradley Cooper? That was better because that's better age range.
Yeah.
So that advert was better.
So what do you think the minimum age range would be for the one we've just shown?
It's at least got to be like
It's at least 35.
sort of 30 plus.
Yeah. I mean, it reminded me a bit of the Old Spice adverts. Well, really funny. The old man, old man desperately trying to regain his youth.
Good, so you think we should look perhaps at the Bradley Cooper Hugo Boss advert? Do you think that might be a better way of doing it? Cool, okay, thank you.